PCGS has a new online submission software program. I actually like it, and I'm going to show you step by step how to submit coins through PCGS. It'll be a complete guide here, so stay tuned. So my name is Daniel, and you're watching Coin Help You. Here is my help community. I see a lot of questions that I can't answer in the comments. You have to ask them over here. You click the link that's in the description of the video or in the pinned comment of the video and come over here and join. And ask all the questions you want, and I'll do the best I can to answer them. And my team over here, I have a really good team of people that will help you out. So these are the coins that I will be submitting today. I have 1851 seeded half, which is a key date. A Cheerios, a possible cameo, deep cameo 60 Franklin. And I'm actually going to do a variety, which is a 2008 Silver Eagle with the reverse of the 2007. And then I've got a handful of Eisenhower dollars that I cherry picked over the last year. And I'm just going to try to send them off. Now, typically, we'll talk about this too. I wouldn't recommend sending some of these to PCGS. Okay, this one here, yes. This one, yes. This one, if you've got another submission and you got some other coins, that'll probably make up for it if you don't get the designation and grade you need. Because it's not worth a lot if it doesn't get a certain grade and the cameo. But the rest of these are all modern, and I would recommend if you're going to do something like this that you would have 100 of them and do a bulk submission. But for the sake of this video, I want to do modern with some couple older coins and like something in between to show you different ways or different coins to submit and how to submit them and what PCGS's new software does. So it's very important that I do it the way I'm doing it here, even though these might be worth the grading fees when it's all said and done. But I will say there's some of these that look really nice, hardly have marks on them, and I have a chance of getting a 66 maybe out of some of these. 65 anyway, but it's going to have to be at least 66 really to be worth it. And we'll see that, and I'll show you all about that. So first things first, when you go to PCGS's website, you want to look at the services tab and read and go through all the services. You want to make sure that you're familiar with what you're wanting to do. They talk about coin grading and regrades and reconsideration, crossovers and restoration. It talks about it. All the links are here. It's very important that you watch this. Also on YouTube, there's grading videos, how they grade, how they do things. Bulk submissions, it has it all down here. It shows you what to do. Start a submission right here. You can find a dealer, an authorized dealer that will submit for you as well. Everything's on this page for you so that you can submit to them. Now, first off, you do have to join PCGS to submit coins. So you go over to the store and it shows you different tiers. Gold is the one that I use. You'll get 4 vouchers. You can choose any one you want, but I don't. I just choose the 4. Start off that way at $149, and just remember, $149. That's right off the rip. That's 4 vouchers, but still it counts towards what it's costing you for your submissions. The other thing, you have some coins and you want to know if they're worth sending off, then you need to go to the price guide. My thing is the PCGS price guide's too high. I can check out the Eisenhower dollars just as an example here. But whenever you're looking at the PCGS prices, you're going to have to take about 10-20% off some of these. Because, I've got a 71D, I've got a couple of them here, and it's showing, $1,150 if any of them get 67, $75 if they get 66, and $32 if they get 65. But I would say a 65 is probably going for around $20. You might get 25, but that's pretty much it. And that's going to be, grading fees, I think on this modern is going to be like $23. Then plus whatever your shipping is, you got shipping to consider. But anyways, you can use the guide if you want to. But also, you kind of need to know what grade your coin is as well. You can type in PCGS photo grade, but I'm telling you, that you're looking at images. It's not going to be easy to do that. But here's the photo grade online, the online photo grade service here. It's okay. So anyways, we can look at just use the Eisenhower dollars. We go to the dollars, Ike dollars. These are all clad. And you might think that your coin looks like the 67. And it may, but maybe it won't get it. That's the whole thing. There's no guarantee. So you're going to just do the best you can. Mine here, they all look about like this coin. But I know that I'm not going to get a 67 on every one of these. I know better. I'm going to be lucky if I get over 65. That's just how it works. They're modern coins. I don't know if it's market grading or it's just maybe something I'm missing. But these coins have been cherry picked. I know what beat up Eisenhower dollars look like, and these are not it. This is something that people got to realize. I mean, when you look at these coins, I'm pretty good about picking out ones that have the least amount of marks, and even though you're looking through the plastic, and that's another thing. They'll send you these, and you should order them. They want them in 2.5 by 2.5. I don't have any left, so I'm just going to go ahead and use what I have here. Now, this one has a little more marks on it, but you are looking at it in a large one. But this looks really nice. I mean, you would think, man, that looks like a 66, 67, possibly. Same with the rest of these. So you do see some marks and all that. But like I said, I'm doing this for the video's purpose of this video. I don't recommend sending these off unless you're doing bulk submissions anyway. But I just want to highlight the fact you have to have realistic expectations here. So let's say we've looked at the price guide and we've looked at the photo grade and we determined that we probably might have one that's worth sending off. That's fine. But my recommendation would be to come over here, and Graysheet has, and Redbook, Graysheet bought Redbook out. And you can get the quarterly now. And there's different tiers to the subscription, $9.99 a month. And it shows you what you get, all these different tiers. I highly recommend it. This will give you an average value basis on all the sales. You can also go to Heritage and look up what's one sold recently too. But that's how you do it. That's how you determine what you want to send off or not. And when you're looking at values, you're basically guessing. If you think it's at least a 65, then put $32 down as the value you think it's worth when you're doing the submission. So let's go over to the online submission here. You hit submit up here in the taskbar and get started. I'm going to start a new submission. And like I said, you want to read all of this. Read the fine print. It tells you how many days it might take. And don't hold them to it either. And it's business days too, so it's not, the weekends don't count. So you have to think of that as well. So you can see I have several submissions I've already completed here. This is what we're going to do. I've got that $50 here, seated half. It's 1851. I just put 51, and if you know the numbers, that's fine, but I don't know the numbers to all these. It's right here. Just select that, and I'm going to scroll down, and it wants a declared value. Now, I haven't looked this up, so let's do this. I'm going to show you why I chose this. I'm kind of just showing you how I navigate to, because it's not that difficult. It's a Liberty seated $50, and 1851. We're going to hit it. As you can see in G4, it's worth at least high retails, 1,075. So I'm looking at this coin, and I think it's an AG, so I want to look at the AG prices and see if it's still worth it. Yeah, AG3, it's $950, so definitely got to send this off. Doesn't look like it has any damage or anything, so I'm going to put in there, I think it's worth $950. And the reason it's important to put that is that you want it to be in the correct tier. This is going to bump it into a tier that's going to be different from the rest of them. And this new form, this new submission form, it does separate them for you. So you don't have to have, do different forms. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So anyways, it's first strike, you've got variety of attribution, you got min error. It gives you those tiers to select here if you want to, the add-ons for the labels. Like I said, you could just go through it and check out each one of the, because if you mess up, I mean, you go through and check out the different services that they have. But if you mess up, it's okay. You can edit this. You don't have to submit it. They'll delete it about 30 days, after 30 days, if you don't send them the coins or the notes. So there we go. We have one on here already. And this is what we're going to do next. We're going to select the 1960, and And this is Franklin. I'll put 50 cents. You can put 50 cents. You can put her 50C. Franklin. And you want the proof. And that's down here, PR. PR is PCGS. PF is NGC. I'm just going to put $50. It doesn't really matter on this. It's not going to affect the tier much because it's the date that's going to put it in the tier it's in. It's never not going to be worth over $300. Most of the tiers, it seems like, like the modern tiers and all, that'll be 300 or under. And then there's tiers that are over 300. You just got to select the right one, but it'll select it for you, but you also need to read about them and learn them. The next one that I want to submit is going to be this Cheerios, and it's a 2000. I'm going to leave it in the package too. I'm submitting it just like it is because that's the only way to verify it and see if it'll come up with Cheerio. So what I'm going to do is I'll put Lincoln. And it's showing the Lincoln here. There it is, Cheerios. Okay, they had it in parentheses, is why I couldn't find it. So I found it, so I'm going to submit it as what it is. And I'm going to say that it's worth $50 too. I'm just going with generic here because it's just guess it. You don't know what you're going to get. You get a 67, it's going to be worth some money, but if you don't, it's, we're whatever. We're doing this just to show you the different things to submit. Next thing we're going to submit here, put in this form, is the 2008 with reverse of 2007 Silver Eagle. So we're going to do a little variety attribution here. So we got a 2008 silver, and we'll put reverse, see if it'll show. And it is the burnished, which is the W mint mark one. So we'll select that one. And I'm going to put down a value of, I'm just going to put $600, and quantity is 1. And it's variety attribution. And I'll put 2008 reverse of 2007 SAE. I'm just going to do it that way. I might be doing that wrong. Like I said, this is the first variety that I'm submitting through this new submission form. So we're going to see what happens here. We're doing this together. And I've got now 1971D, $1. And I'm going to have 3 of these. I messed that up. I mean, it shows you a picture, so you can definitely figure that out. At $1. And there it is right there. We'll select, I got 3 of them. I'm going to say they're worth $25 a piece. And then I got 3 of them. Do it that way. Add the items there, and then we're going to have, let's see. We're going to have 2 Philadelphia 76s. So we're going with 1976, $1. And so it's going to be, like I said, you type in the name of the coin, Eisenhower or whatever, whoever's on it, that kind of thing. It'll help you out a little bit. These are the type 2s because they have the thin letters. Type 1 has the thicker letters. And we're going to enter in 25 each, and we're going to do a quantity of 2. I did select the Philadelphia. Okay, so then we're going down to and add item. So we have those out of the way. Now I've got 76D. We've got 3 of those. So let's do that. 1976D. Hi. And these are going to be the type 2s as well. And 25, and I've got 3 of those. Okay. All right, and so I got my submission. You can see all the coins that I have listed here. and we'll hit continue. And it's going to recommend what service level each one of these are going to be under, and they're all under different submission levels. So we got the modern 65 to date. It's $30 for this variety. And this, I do like this new form. I like how it does this. It selects it for you. That's a good thing. And then it actually is going to be $17 an item, so it's a little better than what I thought. And then I'm going to have, so yeah, I got different tiers here, so that's great. So what we'll do is we will continue. This submission is going to cost me $306. As you can see, the variety attribution is going to be 20, and you got 30, so it's going to be $50 for that. Handling is $10. So you got all these little fees and things like that you got to pay for, but it ends up being a $306 total. So you put your phone number in, whatever your phone number is there, which would be my coin shop phone number. You know, and you can pay with, you know, a credit card. And basically here's, you know, calculating costs, is submission summary. You want to do check the box. You want to create submission. And your submission agreements are ready. And what you'll do is here's one of four, because it's selected different tiers. And that you'll print those off. And this is just really a great way of, I like the change that they made here. So then you can also print your labels off. And those are the labels that you want to put on your, the coins. So you got your flips. So we'll print those off, or we'll save them. I'll just download them here and then we'll print them here. It's a little different. They don't pop up like, now, if you have the Avery stickers, you can use the Avery stickers for this. But really, it is not that hard. They make it so easy to submit to them. It just costs money, that's all. And you want to have, you've got to figure in the cost you have in your coins. If you have nothing in your coins, you have nothing to lose, really, except the fees. If you want to take the lottery chance, that's up to you. I do it all the time. I mean, I do it for a living, obviously. Okay, now what I do is I want to show you this. Now, as far as packing is concerned, use a flat rate shipping package. You know, flat rate box is what I use. You know, pack your coins in there really well. You can take it over to the post office and tell them you want to send it registered. You can put insurance on it. Just do it that way. I mean, you can use a box and put brown tape on it and send it registered and all that stuff. But I think I just use the flat rate boxes. So I'll just submit this one as it is. I'll take this one out and put it in a holder, you know, like one of these 2.5 by 2.5. They'll send you 2.5 by 2.5 whenever but you can buy them. And I'll put since I didn't use stickers, you can put stickers. When I did the labels, I showed you how to print those off. I'm just going to put it up inside here. And it goes by where it's at on that submission form. That's how that works. Then you want to pack them all together. You know, I always crisscross them like this. And then once I get them all in a stack together, rubber band it. Now with this one, I'm going to make sure I put rubber bands on them, but I'm going to wrap them in their submission form because I've got 4 different submissions total here because they're different tiers. But I'll tell you what, I really like this new PCGS submission form. I mean, it selects it for you. There's less mistakes. It's cut and dry. It has everything there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helped you out. Like I said, the main things you have to consider is what you have in that coin, what grade is that coin, and then what is the corresponding value, and then what are the costs of the fees and membership. That is a formula you put together, put it on a piece of paper, do it, get you a calculator, whatever you got to do. If you can do it in your head, that's fine. But that will give you the actual cost to have that coin graded, and then you can compare that to the value. It's so easy to do. It really is. When it comes to errors, you're going to have to go over to Heritage and see what they've sold for lately and see if it's worth it. Most errors are not worth submitting. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.